One of my favorite ways to prepare oysters at home is in a quick sandwich known as an oyster roll. You tuck crispy, freshly fried oysters in a good bun. It is quicker than making burgers. It is so delicious, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I top my oyster rolls with a sauce, and I gotta tell you, I probably have never made it the same way twice, but I usually start with some mayonnaise for a little bit of creaminess, and then I add something tomatoey. It can be ketchup if I want it mild. It could even be a spicy cocktail sauce if that's what you have, just enough to balance out the mayonnaise. And then I get more creative. I usually put in a good pinch of garlic powder, maybe a good pinch of onion powder, a couple of drops of hot sauce. Now that can be a couple of drops or a really good glug, depending on what you like. A couple of drops of Worcestershire sauce and a good squirt of lemon. Then stir that up, give it a taste, and then continue doctoring and playing with it until it suits you. And there you have it. There's our sauce. Now let's get to frying some oysters. So we're gonna deep fry these oysters. Now don't worry, deep frying at home is actually very simple. All you need is a good deep pot, some peanut oil, and a thermometer. I promise, that's it. Breading the oysters is almost as simple. There are lots of recipes for oyster breading, but time after time, I turn to a product called fish fry. Yes, that's what it's gonna say on the back, fish fry. It's a cornmeal product that comes already seasoned and ready to go. All you have to do is pour it on a plate. And I'm also starting with shucked oysters. Some people put a batter on their oysters, but I think it tastes more like an oyster if you skip the batter and instead just put the breading directly on them. I like to do a few oysters at a time, about the number I intend to fry, so maybe a half dozen, and work in batches so that my cornmeal mixture, my fish fry, doesn't get clumpy and lumpy as I work. While I'm doing this, I'm letting my oil get hot. One of the secrets, maybe the secret to deep fat frying, is to make sure the oil is at the right temperature. So I have heated this peanut oil up to about 365 degrees. There's a window for oysters of about 365 to 375, and each time you add more oysters, give your oil a little bit of time to come back up to temperature so that they'll turn out really crisp. Add just a few oysters at a time. You want to make sure they can float freely in the oil. Oysters cook quickly. Small ones are done in only 1 minute, but even the large ones are going to be done in 2. And that's it. In less than a minute, you have these perfectly crispy, gorgeous oysters. Now, I like to, while they're warm, hit them with just a tiny bit more salt. So now let's build some oyster rolls. I like to use little sandwich buns and hollow out the middle, but you can use a hot dog bun or any kind of bun you have. I usually put a little bit of our delicious sauce in the bottom, and then I'm gonna add some crisp lettuce. Crisp is key here. If there's ever a time to use good old iceberg, it's this. Just a little bit of lettuce. If you like it, you can tuck in a little tomato, but you wanna make sure that there's room for a whole row of these amazing oysters. Really tuck them in there. It's hard to say if this is sandwich or knife and fork food, or maybe a little bit of both. You know what? I'm gonna use my fingers. Really pile them in there. Now, if you don't want to make the oyster rolls, or maybe you have a few left over, it is delicious to just stand and eat them, dipping them in the sauce. These are also fantastic on top of a Caesar salad. Last but not least, the crowning touch is another drizzle of our amazing sauce. I can't wait any longer. I have to give one of these a try while they're still good, hot, and crispy. I'm gonna dip them right in the sauce. You know, you could have people over and just give them this, and they will speak well of you for at least 6 months. This is delicious.
It's ready. Yes, it's ready.